Back here at Iowa Speedway, let's talk to our in-race reporter, Rusty.
Brad K, Rusty Wallace, ESPN, you got us? Hey, buddy, it looks like it's staying out. Those 4 tires didn't hurt you a whole lot. Where's your car better at, up in the middle or on the bottom of the track?
In front. Anything I can do to get in front of this 18, I'm going to take off once I do. So that's what I'm focused on. We'll do whatever it takes to make sure that happens with this GoDaddy Comp Chevrolet. So watch out. It's going to be exciting.
All right, buddy. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
Tell you what, tip of the hat to Brad and the team, because realize what's at stake here, folks. $75,000 bonus if they win the race. $60,000 plus your contingency money, plus the $50,000 bonus at the end of the year. And there's Eric Darnell's crew chief, Mike Kelly, and they'd like a piece of that money, too. And for them to take the time to give us that little update, appreciate it.
That was pretty good. You can tell the urgency in Brad Keselowski's voice. You know, Pop's Erie up there, he didn't want to do that. He doesn't want his driver to talk at all, but, you know, he did a good job filling us in what's going on.
All right, there's Kenny Wallace. We gave him some love a little bit earlier. Take a look at the guy alongside. That's Benny Gordon. He has worked his way from 25th up to the 11th position. So a tip of the hat to the 72 crew. This is only his 4th career start. And Benny, I'm afraid we may not see much of you here down the stretch, because I have a feeling the battle for the race lead between Busch and Keselowski is going to be huge. Take a look at this crowd. Capacity, 60,000, and not a single one of them is in their seats. There'll be 16 laps to go this time by. Busch on the high side, and here we go. We're green to the stretch.
Boy, you talk about a shootout. Look at us, a 3 wide down into turn 1.
Carl Edwards trying to take the low line and gets around a couple of cars. He was 5th on the restart, moving to 3rd. Oh, look out! Allgaier, cars pinched, including Stephen Wallace and Eric Darnell. Can they sort it out? No. We're going to go yellow.
Man, you can see it happen. They come 3 wide off of turn 2, and they're locked down together. Unbelievable. Off of turn 2, 3 wide, and they all get hooked like this.
3 cars in the top 5.
You see the right front of the 12 car is wedged into the 66 car. It can't get away from each other.
So we have our 12th caution on the track now. A lot of damage to Darnell. Take a look at the front right. Oh, man, he's got both of them.
Oh, there they go. Now they cleared each other. They're gesturing back and forth to, you pull forward, I'll pull back. Let's break loose.
They weren't saying that. It was like, why'd you hit me?
Let's go back and try and sort this one out.
It looks like they're raced into a funnel, and they all just kind of come into there, all come together.
Justin Allgaier gets loose and gets up, and Eric Darnell and Stephen. Too bad. 15 laps to go. They were all having great runs.
Here's another view.
They just run out of real estate. You know?
Yeah.
Stevens on the outside. The 12 kind of come up, and then the 6 just all boom.
3 cars trying to fit in the space of 2. Here we go on board.
4 wide.
Well, you can actually tell that the 6 car kind of wedged himself in between these 2 guys.
And the 12 hasn't lifted yet. He lifted all the way down to turn 1.
I'll tell you what, they're trying to stay off the wall, Randy.
Yeah, well, sometimes, you know, like you said, video games, it's not a video game.
No.
Well, there is Stephen. He's made it back to pit lane, and here comes Justin Allgaier. And this equals the most cautions this season. We had 12 at Las Vegas. We've had 12 today here at Iowa.
What do you think? I think the 88 is going to have a different pit restart this time.
Let's check in on the crew chiefs. Rick?
Standing by with Tony Uri Sr. You guys made the gamble to stay out. It looks like that pays off. The question is, do you have anything left for Kyle Busch?
Well, all his cautions are just helping Kyle out because his car runs good on cold tires. And, I mean, that's why he pitted. Our car runs the same speed. It don't matter what tires are on it. So after a caution, when it cools down, we can sit there and run 80s, you know, and that's as fast as our car runs all day. So we just made the decision to stay out and not take a gamble on losing track position, having to fight our way back through there again.
It's just a question now is whether there's enough laps left. Mike?
And catching up with the leaders crew chief right now, Jason Radcliffe, what do you guys need to do to hold the 88 off?
We need to get a good restart. You know, the outside line seems to be like the preferred line. So if we can get a good start and get him clear down the backstretch, it's a tough place to pass when you got cars that are really equal. We've seen that all day today. Great racetrack. I mean, there's 2 grooves. You can run side by side for laps. So we'll see. Hopefully hopefully we can get a little lead here and get out front and hold them off.
And to give you guys a sense of emotion, there's quite a bit of tension here in the 18 kit.
Well, think about this. Here's Kyle Busch, started in the back of the field in the lead. Look at the car in third place, started in the back of the field. Carl Edwards, who won last week from 42nd all the way to the point. And question is, do you think Carl has anything for these two?
Well, I think the only reason Carl will have anything for him if the two in front of them take each other out. If they get bobbled up and they get into each other, boy, you better look out. With the 3 lanes here, Carl's on the bottom. He's worked the bottom all day. If those 2 guys get together, they go up the racetrack, Carl's going to the bottom, baby. You better look out.
They widen this track out right now. They got rubber built up from the bottom to the top. It's a clear track. It's like you said, guys, they can run 3 lanes out there, and it won't surprise me if all these guys go everywhere. You saw 3 wide a little while ago. It didn't work, but it was about to, wasn't it?
All right, before we go back to green flag racing, let's give some more tip of the hats. Remember Scott Lagasse? He is out of that right in the right side of your screen. There he is in the 11 car. He is up to 6th position. He leaves this ride. He wanted to get a good spot, and he has done extremely well today with that number 11 machine.
Same thing with Kelly Byers. Kelly Byers is a short track ace. Run a couple seasons for the Nationwide team for JTG. He's back here with Braun Racing. Man, great job for Kelly Byers.
He's running in 5th, and Kenny Wallace is up to 7th. So 3 guys that needed some good runs and have gotten them today. We should be getting the 1 to go, and yes, we will. Lights will go out on the pace car. Let's drop back a little bit further in the field. Des Moines' own Michael Annett has worked his way to 10th, which basically puts him in row number 5 on this double file restart. And boy, he has about, what, 250 family and friends we heard that are here?
Marty, I think he's got more than that. Last night I saw the whole entire family, and they were so pumped up about Michael being at this track. And, you know, he's got a good run going on right now. You know, we were watching him on Thursday on that practice session. The car looked real solid. I mean, and look at this thing. He doesn't have any scratches on it. Hasn't tore it up. He's doing a great job.
Yeah. We still got 10 laps to go. I mean,
yeah. You did have to mention that, didn't you?
Well.
And Benny Gordon right there in the 72. Let's point out that he is running in 9th position. So some new faces out a new track getting some great results as we're about ready to decide this one.